Peter Gunz is in the building today.
Yes.
Oh boy! So me and Peter know each other and have seen each other out a few times as of recent, and every time we're like, "Yo, you gotta
talk. We gotta talk.
And I always say, "What's happening with you?" Because it's so weird to like know you and know you know your career and stuff and whatever, and then
we
see
knew
you.
each other a long time.
Yes.
So to see me on Love and Hip Hop, I know you, like some of my family members and friends, are like, "What's going on with you?"
And then so much of you on Love and Hip Hop,
right?
So much of what's happening.
It's the juice. They want it. It's the craziness. People like to see it and watch it. Not something that I'm all the way proud of, though, Angie.
Really?
No.
Wait, what are you not proud of?
I'm not proud of seeing two women that I really, regardless of what people think, I love. The mothers of my children get crushed. People call them dumb and stupid, and see them hurt over my behavior. So I'm never proud of that.
Is it one thing to like be living the life, but then when you see it back, like, do you watch it back?
Yeah, when you're saying things and doing things, to me, it's weird because it seems like entertainment. You know what I mean? It feels like that when you're shooting and you're doing stuff like, oh, it's just TV. And then, but my stuff is so real that, it trickles off into my real life. Like some of the cast members might be able to go home and take a glass of wine. And you don't know, I'm not calling nobody out, but their stuff don't really be that authentic.
Right.
Me, it follows me 24 hours a day. Like, how could you have said this? How could you do this and this and that? So, but after a while, I'm really too old for this. So, and that's why now moving forward, that's just not the case anymore. But
what do you mean? You're moving forward from what?
Amina's moved to LA. She's for the first time, she came to me and she put some things on the table that she needed me to change, and I was honest with her for the first time. I was like,
"Look at you,
yeah, I don't think I could change."
Grown up.
So she moved. She was like, "Well, I'm going to LA."
What is the truth though? What did you say? What was honest?
Well, she had made a few rules, like going in Tara's house and picking the kids up, and that's got to stop. Kids got to come here. We got to this Tara stuff has to stop. Also, I just want you to just be. She wanted me to be what I'm supposed to be.
Right. She wanted me to be faithful.
It wasn't. Yeah, all of that. Yeah. But it wasn't the faithful part. But I'm seeing a therapist. I'm not ashamed to say that anymore.
Wow, that's crazy. Because earlier today was when I was on my way in, I wondered. Have you ever? Because behavior comes from shit you learn or grew up seeing. I'm sure your father probably had to have some similar.
He's not here with us no more. But boy, if I tell some of his,
I bet.
But at the same time, but with that being said, for a long time I was in denial. I don't need no therapist. Tell me this is normal. This is what men do.
Yeah.
And finally, I put and it's been the best. It's the best decision I've ever made in my life.
What are you learning? What did they tell you?
Just the truth.
Which is?
Tell the truth.
Oh, tell the truth.
Stop lying. Tell the truth. And if that person can't deal with the truth, and my therapist was the reason why I told Amina the truth. He told me just tell the truth, and she left.
What is
and
the
it
truth?
was hard.
The truth is I can't do that.
Yeah, I mean, when it comes to my kids, that's who drives me.
So what does that mean for the marriage? That the marriage is not gonna make it?
Well, we are separated.
Separated.
Now.
Uh-huh.
But it's not ugly. It's cool. I'm gonna go out there and see her and my daughter, and of course, I'll be there for the birth of my new daughter, Bronx. Bronx will be here in July 31st.
Wow, what a complicated life you lead.
Yes.
So you're still kind of together. Are you still kind of together though? Like,
no,
because this is the thing with you, man. You leave these it's like a window of we're separated. She moved there, but I'll be there with her and then you have a moment and there's candles and then there's you know what I mean? And then
it's the responsible thing for me to do is be there for her and my daughter.
So do you think you could be a married man, like a real I
hope so.
Mm.
I hope so. I want to. It's
you still have hopes for that marriage to work?
Sometimes. But I feel, Ange, like I did so much damage to both women that it would never be the same. Yeah. I would never be trusted. I would have to hear about this for the rest of my life, like especially with Tara. Tara reminds me all the time.
How could she not? She had it the longest.
Well, with Tara, Amina gets mad at me for saying this, but Tara got it the worst. Mm-hmm. And people say, "Oh, that's not true. You do Tara worse. I mean, Amina worse." They both got it bad. Mm-hmm. But with Tara, when we signed on to do the show, Tara didn't know anything about me and Amina. She just knew that I was working with her and I liked her music and I want to manage her. And she knew that Amina was dating somebody that I knew, so she never really pressed the issue. So she came on the show, and I just think that if she had known that I was messing with Amina, let alone married to Amina, she wouldn't have did the show.
Yo, your story is bananas. It's so crazy. Yeah. It's got to be crazy for you to see it back.
Well, yeah, in doing the show though, and it was
oh my God,
it was no malice. It was all good intentions. I felt like it would help Tara with her acting, help Amina with her music, and then make a lane for me to provide for my children. But I still feel like, so much was revealed, and they taking a hit. And I just wish that people would put that towards me. I know everybody says they're grown women, they stuck around, they should know better if they stuck around.
They did, and they are, and they are.
But they love it was out of love.
I mean, I guess people always gonna have shit to say about them, but they both seem like nice girls. Like they don't come off like, you know what I mean? They come off like they made mistakes. They
the only mistake right. I'm the only mistake that they made. Other than me, they I mean, they're good. They just,
It's crazy that when I saw the reunion and you and Cardi was going back and forth, and she was kind of getting at you,
right?
And you got angry. You got upset at first. You apologized then and were like, "You're a kid."
Yeah, I said some things to her that I never should have said.
Right.
Let me go back and say this. Anybody from the Bronx, I don't care who you are. If you're doing anything, I'm for you. So in every interview, I would big Cardi up, like, "Yo, she's funny. She's the kids love her."
Funny.
So I was rocking for her. But somebody came and told me, "Yo, she really don't like you," and this and that. And I even said that's cool because I like she loves Tara. And anybody that loves Tara or loves Amina, I don't care how they feel about me, I love them. You know what I mean? Just for embracing Tara like that. So, a cast member had told me, I want to put that out there. Yo, she really feeling you like that. And instead of me being an adult and going over to Cardi and be like, "Yo, what's your problem? I know you don't like what I'm doing on the show, but from the Bronx, what we doing, whatever." Right. And have a conversation with her. I just had an attitude the whole reunion, and she was taking a little, the creep squad. I'm not no creep at and this and that. So after a while, a question came up of what you would ask a man if you saw him. And I think the misunderstanding for me, and I hope, I think it was a misunderstanding that they asked, like, if you when you meet a man, would you ask him? And it was like some money stuff. And I was like, well, if we talking about money and you doing that, which I should have just stayed out of it. But that went left. And
it went left.
And Cardi was able to say a lot of things that a lot of women, including some of Tara and Amina's family, wanted to say to me. I wasn't mad at her for that. And so I had to apologize to her for that. And she apologized to me too. But I know that where she was coming from as a young lady that, she admires Tara. So I wasn't all the way I didn't even think she didn't have to apologize for that, really.
Do people feel like they could just run up on you and say anything because they know your business?
Never.
Really?
It could go left. I don't play that.
Yeah, but your whole life.
People would drive by in a car and say something, but Angie, I'm telling you, this is going to sound like bull crap, but I can't walk through a mall or airport or down Times Square without people running up asking. Those same people that's blasting me on, they want pictures.
Yeah.
My mother loves you, and they FaceTime. And so.
Has anybody like famous or anybody unexpected felt like they could come up to you?
I was in a comedy club with Tara one night, and Denzel Washington came behind us.
Shut your face right now, Peter Gunz.
I know this sounds like I got pictures to back it up. Anybody that's
Academy Award winner Denzel Washington
watches the show and was telling Tara.
He watches Love and Hip Hop.
Yes, he told Tara, "You got to kick his ass. That boy crazy." Y'all crazy. I said, "You watch the show?" He said, "Yeah, I'm gonna watch movies."
So he's Team Tara.
That night he was.
that
night he was. He was saying, I guess it was a scene where Tara had, lost it on me, and he was like, "Yeah, keep kicking his ass."
Wow,
yeah,
that's amazing.
Yeah, you'd be surprised people that watch the show, and we took a couple pictures and we talked a little bit after that. And
Denzel Washington.
Yes, out of all the questions I could have asked Denzel, what question do you think I asked him?
I don't know.
Is there a movie that you regret turning down? He said no. And then he turned back and said 1, maybe.
What?
7. He said he was supposed to be Brad Pitt in 7.
Wow.
but he turned it down because the script was too dark.
What were you interviewing him in the middle of the spot?
Well, you know how let me tell you something. He's absolutely my favorite, one of my favorite people ever, my favorite actors ever. So I had a million things I wanted to ask him. You know, I wanted to ask him something personal, like how do you do it with your wife? How do you just, but that's to me, was corny. So I said, a question I want to always ask him, is there a movie? And he said no, but then he turned around and said one, maybe. And even now, it's still a little too dark. And plus, what Brad Pitt did to it, you can't.
It's crazy to me that Denzel Washington watches Love and Hip Hop. I don't know why that. It's just making my brain spin.
To you, I'm walking on eggshells. I had met him once or twice with Shaq before, but not that he would ever remember that.
Oh my God, you used to work with, you did songs with Shaq.
My brother. Shaq is Cory's goddad.
Is he really?
Yeah.
So do you get like tickets to the games?
To whatever. I mean. Yeah, whatever.
Is that a weird question? That's just the first thing that came to my head.
If I ever need tickets or if I ever need to go to Orlando, whatever.
Shaquille O'Neal's your son's godfather.
Cory's goddad, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
What's up with your son?
He's working. Young Money was going through their little situation. That's clearing up, so he's working on his new project. He got
that affected him?
1,000 songs. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody under the umbrella was affected by that. But it was cool because I think that he's growing to his adulthood now, and his stuff is mature, and it's some of the,
I'd be curious to hear what his stuff sound. I feel like he had such a moment where there was so many eyeballs on him. Like he had such a Nick Cannon was managing him, right?
Right.
The Young Money thing. Y'all had a show.
So much. I mean, we and him got an arsenal together that we did together. 2 Guns Up, an album and a tape that I'm holding. Because I don't want his first look to be with me, No. Cory was the first reason that I was holding off doing the show for 2 years because I didn't want it to affect him. You know what I mean? Oh, your father. But it turns out that he is. That's my dude.
So he's ready to go again. He's going to go another round.
Yeah, it's coming.
So with them clearing the stuff up, so he's still with Wayne. Is he still signed to Wayne?
He's signed, Young Money.
Yeah.
Shout out to Young Money. They, Cory had caught a little gun possession charge.
I know. I remember.
And they put up the money and made sure he stayed out of jail. So big up to Young Money.
That was a bad time for that too.
Terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible time.
Yeah.
That was really stressful for me because I know that I try to tell the young kids, I got a thing I do now called Guns Against Guns. Ever since that, it's 3 to 9. Nothing to talk about.
Wow.
Cory was fortunate, but if you out there walking around with it, just be prepared to sit up.
3 to 9.
But, got the lawyer, shout out to Xavier. Stayed away from the courts because the more people show up to court, the more he looks like a star. So we did the reverse. Nobody goes to court, just him and his lawyer.
Wow. Is that right?
Yeah. You go in there, this is Young Money, Cory Gunz. They make example out of you.
So no Wayne, no Birdman?
Nobody. He's by himself. He don't have nothing. His family took their hard-earned money and paid for the lawyer. And he's here by himself. And that's how we reversed it.
Well, he's lucky he got another chance. That's great.
Yeah, he's good.
Good for him.
Yes.
All right, so are you good? Are you good? Are you going to continue doing this show? Or are you what happens now?
Yeah,
you're going to have the babies on the show? The babies are going to raise together on the show?
No.
How far does this go, Peter?
It's over. Now it's cleanup time. Tyra moves on. Amina's in L.A. and Peter got to show himself, where he's going now. I can't.
Is therapy?
I can't leave on that note.
Is the therapist going to be on the show?
Possibly.
Oh, okay.
He doesn't really want that attention. But it's possible because I'm a work in progress. I don't want it to look like...
Anyway, they have that Love and Hip Hop therapist that sees everybody. They'll probably just stick him in with you. You do a session there.
Nah, I wouldn't do that. You talk to Tyra.
He's on all the shows.
He's good,
though. Yeah, he's good, but he likes the TV.
Yeah, some people
don't like it. Yeah.
So I think, to see...
So you're going to redeem yourself in the new season? Is that what...
Impossible for me to ever redeem myself. Okay. Nobody will fully ever say, oh, you know what? But
that's not true. Anything is possible.
Yeah, my friend told me today, yo, man, a lot of celebrities out there had some bad reputations in doing things, and you're just really only guilty for loving 2 women and dealing with 2 women, which is true. I've never been in court for child support. I take care of all my babies.
How do you do that with all them children? How many kids do you have?
I take care of your kids.
How many kids do you have?
9.
9. And is that including the ones on the way? No.
1.
How does one take care? No, just logistically. How do you take care of 10 children?
Fortunately.
That's a reality show, by the way. That's your spinoff.
Yeah, Guns
Peter
Reloaded.
plus 10.
Guns Reloaded.
Oh, my gosh. That's your show.
Yeah, well, like I said, I'm fortunate that I have women that's doing well for themselves. And they understand that when Peter he gets the shirt off his, back. He gives us everything. I spoil my kids. Sometimes I'm up, sometimes I'm down. I'm fortunate. The mothers of my children are wonderful. They do well for themselves. And I'm just fortunate for that. I know some guys that got some situations.
Are you going to do a show with your children?
I would love to.
Good Lord. Yeah. Unbelievable.
Yeah, man. That's
how do you have any time?
And it's beautiful.
I'm tired.
Beautiful. I come from a big family, so
you do. How many brothers and sisters you got?
9.
Wow. All right. The last thing about that, and then we can talk about something else. But but where are you going to be in a relationship with either one of these 2 women at this point?
Well, right now I'm working on myself. I got to focus on myself. They deserve better,
but you love both of them still.
Yeah.
Clearly.
Yeah. I can. Yeah. I can. Yeah. I passed the lie detector test twice.
That said what?
If that matters. People say you can't be in love with 2 people.
And you took a lie detector test twice?
2 times.
The show made you take it?
No. I did that on my own. Because it was a lot of people questioning that, a lot of different blogs, so I let people pick the person you want to do it. So you don't think that I rigged it, and I did it and passed it twice.
No, you totally can love 2 people, but the problem is when you put yourself in a position.
What's wrong?
When you put yourself in a position to start having a relationship and having love for somebody else when you're in a committed relationship with the other person.
Completely wrong.
Yeah, once you do that, you could totally love 2 women.
Right. It doesn't stop you from loving them. It's just wrong.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Unless all parties agree. And that would never happen either.
Yeah, why don't you just do that? Why don't you find that type of situation?
I hear that all the time. No, they would never do that.
No, but not them, but maybe find another situation like that.
Well, you have to care about, and you have to, that's the crazy thing. It's only 2 women I was like that, where you have to really care about. This is not a game.
You don't want just 2 women to have 2 women.
Arbitrary, no.
No. You want them. Or one of them, or something.
I wanted. That's not what I want anymore.
Got it. Oh, such a little complicated life you lead, Mr. Gunz.
Yeah, I'm working on myself, though.
I like that you're in therapy, though.
This is therapy right now.
Is it really? Yes. Stop. I would love to have a real therapy, full therapy, one of your therapy sessions.
Please.
Because all of it comes from something. All of the behavior comes from something. So it's probably from your parents.
I was in denial with that childhood stuff, but it's true. You could sit there. You don't never want to blame your parents for anything.
Right.
But truth of the matter is some of my...
but your parents have bullshit that they got from their parents, probably.
Right.
Everything comes from something. You just got to figure out what it is so you can break the bad habits.
I tell people that all the time. And what's crazy, the people that's judging me, I just wish we could put a camera on them.
Oh, well,
I know that, you got some skeletons in your closet that you wouldn't want, want out there. So I always laugh at that too. People act like their relationships are just so perfect.
I was seeing on the news you did that show or whatever, and you were saying that everybody every man that you know has a side piece or something.
Well, no, that's not what I said. What I meant was I haven't met him. No, I'm gonna give it to you. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm gonna give it to you straight. Every man that I know has cheated.
Because your voice just cracked again when you said it. Oh, every man you know has cheated.
Yes. I never met a man that didn't cheat.
Really?
Not that he has a side piece. I don't know what his side piece. I'm just saying, has he ever stepped outside of his relationship?
Oh, in his life or his cheating?
In his life.
Right.
In his life. I wasn't saying this. I don't know what a person does day to day. I would never throw a person under the people.
So you don't have any friends. This is a problem. Here's the problem. Do you have any friends that are in healthy monogamous relationships?
Yes.
Where are they? Who are these?
They're around.
Guys, friends?
Yes.
Oh, so you do know people.
Yeah, but I can't say they never did nothing.
I see.
What I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, I'm not saying that man don't exist.
Right.
I just never met him.
You haven't met him yet.
He's
not in your circle. That's
not
the
in my circle.
Because you be hanging out with the creep squad. That's why.
I wouldn't call it that, man. Ed, that's another thing. You know how many men and women come up on me and say, yo, I'm a creepette. Or I'm a creep squad, right? I just like you. It happens all the time. Oh, and the creep squad is just a joke. It was a joke that just everybody just took and just ran with.
You're not about to get tatted up or anything. Creep squad tats.
Oh,
there's no real.
It's so funny that this thing grew legs, and I'm mad that we don't have T-shirts and hats and everything. Because I was like, who knew that people were going to take this little joke thing? Because creep, when I say creep, it's creeping. People say creep as in an attitude. I would never consider myself a creep. You know what I mean? But when I say creep, is creeping. We creeping.
Oh,
That's what I was thinking.
I understand.
But some people was taking it as, yo, he's a creep. He's, and I'm like, wow.
I want you to get friends that have healthy relationships. I want you to have a couple of friends. I want you to make friends. Go to a group, Like, you know, these groups, like recovery groups?
My brothers have healthy relationships.
Okay.
Like my friends do have healthy relationships. You know what I mean?
Good.
So, but I'm a work in progress. And then it doesn't help. You know, I'm always at the restaurant. We got Get Soul. He was up there.
I did. I was.
Part owner up there in that restaurant, Get Soul. New Rochelle come through. But I'm at the restaurant a lot.
And there's a lot of young, beautiful women.
Always doing. Yeah, but no. There's no other women. Promise you. They would have been out already. Promise you that.
There's no other women.
No.
Just these two.
Yeah.
And then these two you're not even dealing with right now.
Right.
So there's nobody in your life right now?
I'm fixing. I'm on a road to recovery.
How long does this fixed period go on for?
As long as it takes for me to be able to be straight up with a person. Straight up. This is what it is.
Does that mean means, you know, like restraining too? Like refraining?
Yeah.
Does that mean
like
an abstinence?
That's what I'm practicing right now.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Practicing abstinence. Peter Gunz.
It's hard. It's rough.
Is this true?
I have to.
This is not what I envisioned for you. That's not what I would imagine.
It's not what I envision either. But you know, it's part of what, you know.
Wow, that's a big step.
Yeah, it's hard. But it feels good. So now I read a lot, I exercise, I'm back in my music.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you irritable?
What? I just try to occupy my time with my kids, reading, music, do something to like get your mind off it. But yeah, sometimes, you know,
so you are taking this thing serious. This is not just like I'm going to therapy for a few sessions. Like you're really in a.
Yeah. When I find something that works, I roll with it. And if it's going to make me better and try to make me a better person.
Wow, Mr. Gunz.
You have to.
Good for you.
Yeah.
All right. Well, hopefully we'll see. Will we get to see some of this like in the next season?
I hope so.
This work? All right.
I hope so.
Because I don't know that this is up Love and Hip Hop's alley.
Well, I mean, believe it or not, they want me to do better. You know, they're not happy with the whole back and forth thing. I mean, it works.
Stop it.
No.
I mean, no disrespect to anybody like Mona or anybody specifically there, but as a TV show and as a brand of what they do, that had to be good for ratings. I would fast forward the show and wait for Cardi B and wait for y'all.
I heard everybody says that.
I would wait for you.
I know. I believe that, but I think that
no disrespect to anybody else on the show, but those just happen to be my two favorite parts of the show.
Well, the thing is this right here. You grow to meet people up there like Stephanie Gale and Marty and all these people that grow to love you as a person, and they hate this. You know, like they become your friends, so they hate to see you go down that same road. And then on the other side is, okay, this is getting tired. You know, at what point do people say, I'm tired of watching these same little, when do these girls wake up? When does he stop doing that? You know, so that's another thing. So hopefully,
there'll be some people will say evolution.
Well, hopefully people will say, you know, Peter, he's trying, you know, we want to see Peter do better. Hopefully people
What happens if one of them comes up with a new man on the show next season?
That's always possible.
You gonna be okay?
No.
Oh.
I'm gonna be super jealous.
You're gonna be sick.
There ain't gonna be nothing I can do about it. But I'm gonna be jealous. But you know, I'm.
What if Tara starts dating like Rich Dollars?
That'll never happen.
What if
that's my brother? That sounds disgusting.
I mean, that's very, very loving hip hop. Though. I'm just going for the ratings.
We gotta do something else. We gotta think of somebody
else. Okay, somebody else.
Tara, not Tara. Tara.
She's not going that route.
Nah, she was just. That just sounds crazy. That sounds good.
You made me look forward to it though. I look forward to seeing
I'm trying.
the evolution.
Listen. Again, I'm trying. That's all I can say. I'm human. I'm trying. I don't, and I'm going to give it my all. So
and you ain't killing nobody.
No, I'm loving somebody. That's it.
Too many people, but we're getting back. We're getting past that though. We're getting past that.
Yes,
we're getting past that. All right, good. All right, so he is part owner at Get Soul. Go uptown, go check that out. It's like soul food and Latin food. Shout out to Jimmy.
Yes,
it's the old Don Cookie in New Rochelle. It's
right,
Get Soul now.
We
had a good time. We were there like a week ago, 2 weeks ago with Fat Joe.
And that was nice. Pecas.
We did all the way up. He did all the way up.
That was so much fun.
Yeah, we had a good time. And you did a little freestyle.
Yeah,
and you were talking about the girls in the freestyle. I was trying to remember what you were saying, but we was drinking. It was fast. I don't remember what.
Yeah, I did Deja Vu. Instead of doing the verses from Deja Vu, I did 2 verses of a song I have about
the girls.
Yeah. So.
And where does that live? If somebody wants to hear that.
You know what? It's called Do What You Do. It's on iTunes. It's you can go to iTunes and get that, but it's not the version that I did on the at the club. But same verses, but not that version. But Yeah, it's a good record. I love
You
it.
want to say what you said, or some of what you said?
Tyra could do better, true. Amina could do better, too. Yeah, she can go and find a better me, but I'm awake because I ain't trying to find a better you. Busta Rhymes told me not to do this shit. Sway said treat it like some movie shit. Charlamagne said go and get the money because you did it, motherfucker, and you can't go and do this shit. Ebro said F who don't condone it. You a scumbag. Peter own it. I own it, not forever, though. Because black queens around the world deserve better, yo. Better husband, better man. A better me will make my son become a better dad. And better men is what we need, not Peter Gunz being a creep on your TV screen.
I like this, Peter. I'm tuned in for it.
Thanks, man.
And then we'll look, and then I'll tune in for the sequel of Peter Gunz plus 10 or 8.
Yes, Peter Gunz Reloaded, baby.
Clear. All right, and anything else? What else do people need to look forward?
Yeah, look
out for.
Look for my son's mixtape, Criminal Minded, and 2 Guns Up. And I'm working on a bunch of new music. Look for that. And
who's calling? Amina or Tara? Which one? Somebody's calling you right now.
Let me see. I don't know.
I bet it's one.
It's Lord Tariq.
Oh, Lord Tariq.
Yeah. Yo, Lord. What's up, boy? I'm on the air with Angie Martinez.
Tariq,
say what up.
What up?
Angie, oh my God. My first Grammy came from Angie, man. What the?
What did he say?
He says first Grammy came from you.
Oh, what's up, baby? How are you?
I love you, Angie. I miss you.
Come say hi. You should have came today. You should have came with Peter today to come say what's up. I was going to ask him how y'all were, if you still good, whatever, what y'all working on.
We still performing. We
Clearly.
in Poughkeepsie. When's the show in Poughkeepsie?
The 21st, May 21st, Poughkeepsie, New York.
Come see us. And I'm also on a stage play called Flow.
Wow. When is
it? That's in D.C. Me, I'll be sure, Angie Stone. It's in D.C. May 7th and 8th. I'm not sure when it gets to New York. Yeah, I'm acting, baby. Trent Moody. All right, I'm going to call you. I'm about to bounce.
I love that.
All right, boy.
Well, wait. So tell me real quick with this play. What is that?
Stage play is called Flow. Flo is an artist whose mom is a pastor. He's in the church, and I own a record label called Debut Records, and I'm trying to convince Flo to sign to my label, but his mother's like, nah, only rapping he gonna do is for God.
Amazing.
Yeah.
It's good to see you, honey.
Gotta do something else, can't, you know.
Congrats on the babies. Good luck
Thanks.
with the Bronx.
Yes. Can't wait to see her.
Bronx, that's a cute name.
Kiss her little feet.
Peter Gunz, everybody.
Thank you.